Hi, welcome to Marker Board Videos. My name is Nancy Foote. Today's video is on how to post grades from Synergy or TeacherView. It's about that time of year. Normally we have to do this about 8 times a year or so, where you have to take the grades that you have in your gradebook and post them so that it's basically a report card. And when you sign into Synergy, you'll see a screen that looks something like this. The first thing that I always do is I go to Gradebook because I want to make sure everything's exactly the way I want it. Now this specifically is for my second period class. You can see it right here. You're going to have to do it separately for each class. So let's go ahead and start with first to make it a little easier on me. We'll just go in order. And I like to do a quick glance to make sure the grades are about what I expect them to be and that I don't have any large missing holes, grades that haven't been put in, kids that were absent quite a bit. I want to call your attention to the color code up here. Pink for me means it's a test. This teal means that it's a homework or in-class work. So you may want to take a quick glance across the top and make sure everything that you think you've graded you actually have. Now you're ready to post grades. So you go up to a report card and you go to Students. And then this gives me my period 1. Again, I can change it on here if I want to. Now notice that this says contains missing assignments affecting grades, and as I go down it will actually tell me which student, this student for instance, is missing 2 assignments, and so that is impacting his grade. And I do a quick glance to make sure I don't see anything unexpected. Here's another student who's missing 1 assignment. And in my gradebook, when they're missing an assignment, it goes in as an A for absent, but they do get a 0. It counts as a 0 in their average. Now if I want to make some edits either to final grades or comments, I'm going to click right here. And maybe somebody had an 89.5 and I think it should be an A instead of a B. I can actually go ahead and make a change here. Here are your comments that are actually in the system. I have a separate video on how you can add comments, but I want to make sure that I call parents' attention to H, several incomplete or missing assignments, to those 2 students who are missing assignments. So I'm going to go down here to where they are. Let's see if I can find the one. And I'm going to put a grade, a comment of H, so that the parents know that part of the reason that the grade is what it is because they're missing assignments. And my second student also gets an H. If there are other comments you want to tell people, whether things are great or low test scores or there's behavior or you need to talk to them, these are the different codes on the side. So now I took a glance, everything looks fine. I'm going to say Save Changes. That was for that H comment about missing assignments. I'm going to say Post right here on the right hand side. Click Post and wait for the message that says your grades have been posted. Okay, so mine says grades have posted successfully, and now I'm going to go to period 2. And that's all you have to do to post your grades. You're going to do this for every one of your individual classes. Remember when you put those comments in to go back here and save them first. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Post. If you have problems posting your grades, it probably means the window for posting is not open yet. If your window is not open yet, you won't be able to post. You can contact your school secretary and find out when the open window is, or actually it should just be on your assessment calendar. So when I'm done with all 5 of my classes, I log out like normal. Then I go ahead and I send an email to whoever's in charge of report cards. In my case it's the school secretary, and the message is grades posted. That's the subject, and then I just type in and say I posted my grades, let me know if you have a problem. That way that they know that you think you're done, and if there's a problem they'll let you know. Go right here to sign out and you're done. If you have any questions about Synergy or posting grades, please let me know. Have a great day.